an extremely close gold base acquisition. And
Proxy
so
gold.
this is probably going to be some kind of Ling Roach Ravager pressure here. You can really leverage the gold minerals and try to topple them there. Now, Creator comes out and spots it.
This is fantastic already in so many ways. Like, this is a rogue map pick, and it's a little bit of an odd map for sure. So this is a very prepped build. He probably knew that Creator would want to block his hatch. He goes right by and goes for a cheese plate.
The Robo is coming.
Dude,
Immortals
Robo's
are
such
going
a
to be
good
essential.
choice. It's such a good choice. Oh my God. Creator's playing out of his mind already here.
Now, 3 Lings are going to come in here. They're going to run by the pylon up into the main. The target is going to be some probes. Lings are hatching over here. The Adept and the Zealot still damaging that hatchery.
Oh, those Lings going for some harassment. Second Zealot comes out. He is going to end up killing off this hatchery. It looks like those Lings getting a little bit of damage. 1 or 2 probes going to end up falling here right away. An Adept comes up, so they will get dealt with. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, 53 health.
Can he shade an Adept over there?
Oh
my God.
No. This is the worst case scenario, is to spend a bunch of units trying to kill that and not getting it.
And so the rush starts anyways. Now, it was layer tech chosen here, and I don't know if Rogue basically thought that the hatchery was going to go down anyways and was already setting up for a plan B. So this could be an awkward moment for both of these players. I don't see... Okay, it's going to be a Nidus.
This is hilarious, yeah.
Oh, this is so funny.
Well,
now, I don't think this is what the original strat was. I could be wrong. But this, I think, can actually kill Creator.
It's possible. I mean, he has a fair amount of stuff, right? Like, he has a couple gates, he has an Immortal out, but if he's diving on this hatch and suddenly a bunch of Lings pop into his main base, that could be very painful. He does not know that it's Nidus as of yet.
Yeah, so I think the Immortals really showed that he was anticipating, an attack from Roach Ravager. Now, he does have a spotter here. Okay, here we go. The Nidus comes down.
If he stops the first one, it is gigantic. But Rogue is attacking the front at the same time.
Oh, my God. The Lings get in. The Lings get in.
They do indeed. They go right for this mineral line. I don't think he's realized that there is a Nidus going on right now.
This is such a nail-biter of a game.
Yeah.
The Lings are going to come in, and I think that's going to spell a loss right now. Now, the hatchery goes down. He does sack. Oh, no, he doesn't sack that. He has a War Prince in there. Hold up, hold up.
Yeah, I think he'll end up losing this Nexus. It's hard for me to imagine him keeping it alive, but let's see.
I think, the issue is that he doesn't have, a good production point here with the hatchery being gone, but the Nidus is still going to be there. It still is going to be a tunnel into the base. He's going to go for the Nexus. If the Nexus falls, there is another one that's finishing up in the natural.
Yeah, so it is 1 base versus 1 base here still.
And most of the tech is actually at the natural as well. It's part of the wallet.
He's got a Prism and an Immortal. Like, that is a lot of value. No doubt. In fact, I'm a little bit surprised he's not over-harassing right now. Roach Warren coming up right now as well for Rogue. Might be going for some Ravagers here is my guess. And Queen's being very annoying.
Keep in mind, the Immortal is not very good against Lings. I mean, it can kill them, but obviously the Lings are so high in number. So he's just trying to micro this as best he can. Now, it's 1 base versus 1 base for now. Zerg is expanding to the other gold base on the Zerg side of the map. So Rogue has that in his back pocket. But for now, it's going to be Creator trying to fight to maybe destroy this Nidus and try to reclaim his main base.
Because he's targeting down that high-energy Queen right now. He's trying to get anything done that he can. Keeping active with this Prism and Immortal, a very good choice. Another gate finishes up, continuing to warp in units.
And these 4 Roaches are going to come up here now. Now, the Immortal can fight them, but the Queens are going to do a pretty good job zoning. The second Nidus network is made. This one inside of the Zerg's main, and now inside of the center of the Protoss' main to make even closer proximity. And the issue is going to be if these Ravagers can basically occupy this area for a long time, they can continue to shell the probes that are trying to mine from the mineral patches. And that, again, is going to be just such a smothering effect here on what Creator's trying to do to recover.
Man, it is a lot of units up there. Oh, he loses it. He loses it. This is looking like it's just straight up a Rogue victory from here. He uses the overcharge, but without that Immortal, I don't think there's really any chance. He doesn't have enough damage here.
Yeah, this was... I think this is the end. I think it was a good fight the Creator put up here, but he just doesn't have the tools he needs to try to recover in this situation. I mean, he's trying to do what he can on the low ground here, but every time the corrosive bile cooldown is done, oh, he's going to come down right now. Now, is this an overextension? Oh, I don't think it is. I mean, it's just so much here for the Zerg.
Maybe if he had an overcharge, I could see him getting through this, but it is not looking like it. More roaches coming down now. The creep thread being pushed in as well. And we are just about at the end. That is it. GG.
Hold his ground here with that drone. He does take a third hatchery there. But, I mean, what does that tell us? That he tries to take that mineral patch?
Oh, he cancels it into offensive hatch.
There we go.
The mind game is so sick. That's right.
And if he destroys the cybernetics core, it's going to be slow zealots, which are going to just be smothered. Okay, so the creep is out. Creator should see this.
This is about as bad as things can get. He starts a robo immediately. Now, do you cancel your Nexus? Do you let it stay and use the shield battery energy? Like, what are we doing here? Okay, he lets the Nexus finish up. Oh, man, this is so bad.
This is so bad, dude. And 3 spines. I mean, he can't get cannons right now. He doesn't have any kind of static defense of his own.
He full walls. Like, I think what you're doing is making batteries and like trying to get into Immortals. Like, I think that's like literally the only chance here.
Yeah.
Stalker pops out.
He's going to have the first target be the gateway. It's just going to be an adept at a Stalker, and the Stalker's taking so much damage. He has it microed back.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, he uses the overcharge now. And look at that, Rogue just instantly targets the gate. He doesn't want to play against that overcharge. Some nice targeting on the battery, though. And now he retargets onto the Adept, gets the kill. God, Rogue is just too strong.
Yeah, the gate goes down. The next gate's going to finish as the Spine Crawlers are leapfrogging forward. A 4th Spine about to finish.
Now, Creator's buying himself some time here. He is going to get an Immortal out into his main base. I think he has to give up the natural. It's very clear that that's not going to hold, but is there any chance to win if he just goes into his main? Well, he decides not to. He's going to go ahead and try to hold this. The Ling's coming up. He brings his probes down, which are certainly helping, but not enough.
Oh, no, he gets it surrounded. The Immortal goes down. Creator's chances of winning this game are gone. That is going to be GG here, as there is absolutely no way to recover.
Wow. The preparation of Rogue here, pulling out the cheese. GG! There are some Lings out on the map. Creator has chosen just to expand. He knows that the gold base is there. But what way does he want to deal with it? Okay, a Robo comes up immediately, so he's going to get very aggressive against this. In fact, he's making a Zealot right now. That's fascinating. You normally do not see a Zealot at this point.
Now, is this probe going to be able to scout this? It's not.
Now, let's see what he does. Okay, he's going to have 2 Immortals. Charge and +1. Okay, so he's going to go for a massive Immortal charge lot all in.
And this could be very strong. The problem with this type of play is if it doesn't succeed in what it's intended to do, the Protoss is sort of behind in every metric you could imagine. But again, it's basically a strategy that's meant to win the game at a specific time. It's a timing rush.
Now, he's trying to do some harassment there, but you see Rogue already pushed the creep way out behind. He's already got a Spore there, so that's excellent defense. Has enough Speedlings as well that you can't do very much. So Creator will pull back for now, but when this push comes, it's definitely going to be really, really strong. I'm afraid, though, for Creator, right? Like, he's going to be going mass charge lot, but when you have a gold base, Roach is really the right way to go.
Yeah, Roaches can definitely handle Zealots if the Roaches are in the right number.
Yeah, income versus larva count versus cost, like, you can't really, like, he can't be expecting Lings, right? He has to be expecting Roaches. He's going to have, like, 3 Immortals, so that's really good.
Yeah, the Immortals will certainly help, and if he can keep those alive for a while. By the way, this rush is about to start here.
And he still has no idea what it is, by the way.
Yeah, he actually brought that Warp Prism out, probably to make it look like it was some kind of another rush. So he's masked this pretty well. And so here comes the moment the rush is going to come out. I don't know that he's going to go for the gold base. He may try to push into the natural and then just keep moving down the line.
4 Immortals. 4 Immortals. Now, he's down 34 army supply, but 4 Immortals, a Prism, and a bunch of charge lots coming in with +1. This is dangerous. This is a dangerous attack he has planned.
Okay, he's moving out. And it's all going to come down to this moment. He's going to have the Spore come in here. Spore, kind of interestingly, getting in the way of everything. Roach is getting stuck in the back. Nice force fields here. Decent dodge on the Biles, only connecting with the sentries, but not lasting for that much longer. Another force field comes down once more.
Oh, he's trying to run the Spore up to get rid of this, of the Prism. Oh my god. Target it! Yeah, he does
beautifully
get
done.
it. Look at this, still 4 Immortal stasis. All the Lings are gone now.
It's just going to be the Roaches here. He does pull these back inside the Warp Prism. He's keeping him alive.
He lost 2 of the Immortals, though. That is a big, big deal. That was most of his damage.
And we saw Creator rock in his chair for a second. Frustrated, he knows everything is hinged on not losing these Immortals. Another goes down. I think this rush is about to end. GG! Okay, so nobody's really shown us what they really want to do just yet. I mean, an Oracle is a totally ordinary thing to incorporate into a build early on. He's just using that to spot for this Overlord for now.
2 Spores being made. There's the 3rd. Overlord speed coming up.
By the way, I would not be surprised if Rogue plays a very textbook game from here.
You think?
Yeah.
You might. You might. I mean, Overlord speed kind of points towards him wanting to make it later into the game. That's just like a prep to figure out what Creator's up to. But Creator here has made 1 Oracle. Here's another one coming. And he's not moving out with them as of yet. Okay, here we go. Double Oracle move out, 3rd one coming. Okay. I don't think he's going to get any damage done, right? 3rd base is not even done yet. Double Queen Spore. Look at this, he's making another Spore. You're right, like Rogue is playing very carefully.
Yeah.
You normally don't see a 2nd Spore there. Like, the only time you see 2 Spore defense in the main is against 2 Stargate Phoenix.
Yeah. So he's being very cautious, but I mean, these Oracles aren't going to get much done. Obviously, their role is going to transition into just tagging the army as the game pans out. Going for a stun. It looks like Rogue's actually going to miss this one, so nice catch there.
Yeah, that's good.
That's definitely a big hiccup.
Yeah.
It might not look like a lot, but that really does matter. In the long run for the development of Rogue here. And I think he's going to try to set up for another one. I'm sure that this one Rogue will react more quickly to, and he does. But even stopping the drones from mining for a little bit, I mean, these are all good maneuvers.
Yeah, there's nothing else you really need to do with him at the moment. It's not like you need stasis wards or any scouting intel at the moment, and that is giving you some scouting intel anyways here. Leaves a few Lings behind so you can pick those off in the future. Lair is coming up. Robo on the other side here, as well as Blink and the Forge. +1 gets started. All right, so nothing too crazy here. This looks like a pretty normal game so far.
Okay, actually does not get the kill on that Ravager, and then these Lings are going to come in. Oh, this is pretty bad, man.
Yeah.
This is really bad here.
Okay.
Now, he recovers.
Yeah. Minimal losses. Minimal losses.
Yep.
Creator, though, I mean, he hasn't really gotten any sort of damage yet. It looks like he's going to go into double Robo Corrupt, or double Robo Disruptor here against Lurkers, which, I mean, that definitely makes sense, but certainly we should see the little tug of war with the Vipers coming out as well.
Okay, so he's going to snipe those 2 Overlords. A little bit of a supply block here. He should not have used his Blink, so he can actually pull out pretty easily. Good recovery.
Yeah, nice.
And we've got the Dark Shrine coming, by the way. Oh, is he going to actually commit to any one place? He could fly the Warp Prism up through the right side, and then basically dump Zealots into there. Nidus Network comes down here.
Now, little Zot warp in here at that 3rd base location. Kind of a surprise spot. The Spore will end up pushing that back.
Whoa, whoa.
Ooh, that's some bruised Stalkers right there. Not that much damage with the Zots. Now, here comes that Nidus. Lots of Hydras ready to pop out of here. This could be a big issue for Creator. Lings surrounding everything he has. Rogue is absolutely everywhere right now.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Hold on, these Disruptor shots are going to be insane.
Yeah, beautiful Disruptor shots, no doubt about that. A lot of Hydras and some Lurkers going down already. In come the Oracles, but there's enough Hydras, unfortunately, to bust those.
And the gateway positioning is a bit inconvenient, isn't it? It's hard to really get in here.
Yeah.
He blinks forward. Another great set of corrosive vials come down as Protoss continues to close in on the Nidus.
Yeah, throwing down some force fields here as well. So he will end up clearing this. He did lose some probes. He did lose some of his army as well. But you know what? Like, I guess that was... I feel like he's still okay after that.
Yeah,
that didn't feel like that was like a game-ending move. And look at this. Okay,
oh, dude,
DT's cleaning this up. Okay. Creator. He's fighting back here.
Yeah. Oh, and 2 carriers come out and snipe that one Overlord, so you can't do another Nidus in that position again.
And now Rogue has to think about what he wants to do, because now that you're playing against Disruptor Carrier, Hydra Lurker is not the way. Like, you need to start adding in some other stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you going to go Corruptor? Are we going to try to get some Viper moves off? You know, occasionally you see Infestors come out.
Seems like Rogue might be looking for a fight here. You know, obviously Zerg always expands a little bit more quickly than Protoss, but basically Creator is just mirroring the growth patterns that Rogue has on his side of the map. Creator's doing the same where he's located. And it looks like he's actually going to come up here. Now, I don't think that Rogue is ready for this. This is kind of getting base trade-ish.
It is. Well, that was a good hit right there on that Disruptor. I think he might need to do a recall, to be honest. I'm not sure what he has at home to actually clear that. Some great hits on these Disruptors, though. You know, he's going to lose the Natural, it looks like. He's going to lose the Robos, very likely.
Yeah, I think the Natural for Protoss is a bit expendable.
Is he dealing enough damage here?
Well, what is he going to do? Is he going to take this hatchery out and then go to the main? Or it looks like he wants to wrecking ball his way through the bottom.
Yeah, and Rogue is dealing a lot of damage here as well. Moves some Lurkers over to that expansion, killing a ton of probes. Look at that, 30 workers already going down.
Great disruption balls.
Yeah, he's dealing damage here, no doubt. A lot of drones go down. The drones actually coming out to fight Archons.
Oh, Stalker's in the back, fighting the Hydras.
This is absolute madness right now.
And by the way, Rogue's supply has plummeted and momentum has died down here for the attack over in the main.
Loses this Nexus. So 2 Nexuses have fallen. It looks like multiple hatcheries are going to end up falling here as well. Is Creator going to rally here? He's only got 1 mining base. Oh, no, he does have 2 mining bases.
He's got 2 mining bases, and he has all the infrastructure except for the Robos.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was remade.
Dude, I think Rogue is dead.
Well, yeah, and I think that, oh, dude, great move here from Creator. Just all these Zealots. Gonna just thin out these Zergling numbers. Meanwhile, another base is about to fall.
Yeah, it looks like Creator doing a great job in this little bit of a base trade that we have going on. Rogue maybe going for another counterattack here. Void Ray babysitting those Lurkers so they can't run forward too easily. Some DTs being warped in, really great to see. The worker counts decimated on both sides. Another hatchery falls. Rogue has basically nothing.
I think this is over. This is a masterful game here from Creator. It's very rare that the Protoss knows the moment when they can give up some of their side of the map. I mean, most Zergs win games or at least control games through counterattacking. So, I mean, this is a really impressive showing here from Creator. Rogue's going to try to come out here and thin out the bases. And these are really good harpoons, by the way.
Yeah.
But I think there's just too much of everything the Creator has. That's it, GG! A little bit ago. Are we going to see Blink upgraded or anything like that?
Might be a Dark Shrine, possibly.
Oh, sure.
Could be Glaives as well. Yeah.
Okay, Glaives.
Okay, well, I mean, Glaives builds, they still do get mixed in. We haven't seen, I think, any out of Creator this season. I
think we had 1 this season.
From Creator?
I think so. I mean, this is looking pretty bleak right now for Creator, but, you know, when you set up openings like this, you can't just abandon them and expand, right? I mean, this is all hinged on doing damage very quickly. So where is he going to hit, and what exactly does Rogue have?
Well, he is going for it right now. Gonna see a wall and go up. There's not that many units here right now. Like a fair amount of roaches. They have to follow the shades. Queens are out here trying to push everything back. Ooh, he targets down the Queen with the highest energy. Very nice. Lings come back up, but maybe too soon. They weren't using a flank there. They just ran up and died. Another shade. No, canceled off once again. Going after this 3rd hatchery.
This isn't looking great for Rogue right now. He's isolated from that 3rd hatchery. We've got the spine coming up here. Great targeting on the Queens.
He is dealing a ton of damage right now.
The spine comes up, but he shades into the main.
Okay, gets on top of those roaches. He is picking off quite a few of them, but more and more units coming up for Rogue right now.
The Warp Prism, was it shot down, or does he still have it?
He has it.
Okay, he has it. It went through the Spore for a second.
Yeah, he's warping in more. He finished the Shade into the Natural now. Some more coming out. Queen's going up after the Spore at the moment. He really wants to kill that Spore, and in fact, he might end up getting it. Yeah. I think he actually just killed the Spore.
You mean Warp Prism?
Yes.
Yeah.
The flying Spore that warps in units. You know the one I mean.
Of course. Now again, these strategies, they need to oftentimes close the game out to be successful. Not that, I think we're getting to the twilight of this engagement. He's made more adepts, so I think he's trying to fake him out.
This is the Twilight, 17 adepts at home. He's going for it again.
Yeah.
Round 2, fight.
So basically, he's trying to bait the Zerg into making drones, and the Zerg is making drones.
Oh man, yeah.
And so a lot of times, what you'll see is a kind of pitiful plan B come from the Protoss, where they try to tech out of this. Creator is trying to do a fake.
Yeah.
Where he goes back and he's like, nah.
He's truly all in. 21 adepts right now. More roaches are being made. He didn't add too many drones. He just kind of fixed a little bit of his economy. Only 37 workers here.
Yeah. Right now, Creator ahead in probes. He needs to basically do a crippling blow if he's going to succeed with this. So he's going to come in again.
And he's got an observer here as well. Kind of nice. Goes up, kills that spine immediately. He's going after the roaches now. Picking off quite a few. Does a little bit of a surround. The rest of the roaches coming down with a couple of Ravagers as well. Dodges the files instantly. 2 volleys of roach there.
Yeah, he just cancels. Takes the better fight down here.
Is he going to be able to actually break through? A lot of adepts shading right there. Do you chase? Do you not chase? Okay, chases partially. Creator turning around. Kills off another queen as it hatches. Oh, does eat a little bit of bile damage right there.
I mean, this is so many adepts. I don't know that Rogue could stop this.
Well, Rogue's throwing out those biles. He's trying to get the extra damage done, but you might be right about that. This massive shade will finish, I think. Yeah, finishes it up and going to start targeting out some of the roaches here as well.
He can get behind the minerals here. He could try to take out the drones that are mining. He doesn't want to engage with that spine crawler if he can. He's just going to go for the pool. This is going to force the roaches forward to engage. He shades back in here and corners. Can he body block these roaches? Yeah, he blocks them in.
And more come up from the warp-in. He's going to cancel. Yeah, cancels the shades once again. More and more adepts coming forward.
Continuing to micro them. Rogue's not done yet, though.
Yeah, it's been a pretty back-and-forth fight here. Dodges with the prism on that one bile. Well done. And finishes a shade here. Once again, going to kill the only roach in the main base. The spine gets a couple of hits.
Is this shading helping him, or should he just be committed down here to the natural?
Gosh, I think he's trying to get another round in every time he shades, basically, to go back and re-meet up with it. Is he dealing enough damage? Rogue is down to 23 workers.
Yeah, so he's going to back up. So it's 41 workers at 23. So right now, Rogue is limping through this game.
Yeah.
The question now is, does Creator try to attack it again or develop? And it looks like with the third Nexus coming down, he's going to develop. So
look at the worker count, though. Like, Creator is up near 60. Rogue has had a hard time, just remaking from lower than 40.
I feel like any other Zerg in the world would have already been flattened by this, and we would be going into the next game. But the fact that Rogue is fighting back and starting to grow. Again, Creator clearly in the lead. It's undeniable, but Rogue is still growing. He's still developing.
Now, 5 pylons get started right now. So Creator hitting a bit of a supply block, maybe over-microing slightly here, trying to stay very, very active. These adepts, they don't have a lot of follow-up value, but at least they can tank for his army. +1 and roach speed on the way. More Ravagers coming out. It looks like Creator right now is going towards Disruptors, which would be so amazing against Rogue's army.
Yeah, I mean, Disruptors are going to be extremely difficult to manage, against. I mean, it really is the anti-Roach Ravager.
Yeah.
There's no way for them to outrun the Disruptor shot.
Well, Rogue is about 1 Disruptor shot and an attack move away from losing this game.
Yeah, the hatchery at the third base, extremely low, by the way.
Yeah, that's true. 4th base coming up for Creator before Rogue. Oh my god, 10 Swarm Host Tastes.
Oh wow, I think he's going to try to take advantage of the position here between the base that's basically been under attack the entire game here for Rogue, and the fact that Creator's expanded towards him.
Well, I think he's far enough behind that he feels like he needs to do something out there as well, and you're definitely right positionally. That's going to be really strong.
Yeah, and so a lot of Terrans and Protosses will expand towards the Zerg when they're trying to attack, because you can kind of use that as a launching pad to fight from. And it's easy to cover because all your rally points will pass through that base that's close. But a good counterplay for this for the Zerg is to basically set up swarm hosts that punish the close proximity, because Zerg can launch attacks from here like we're about to see.
Yeah.
And then, you know, pelt the base or the army, whatever you think is going to be the best thing you could take. And there's not a lot that the Protoss can do. I mean, it basically will force the Protoss to either A, give up this position, or B, try to push in to this base that he's being attacked from.
Well, it is a lot of supply that isn't completely active at all times for Rogue, but every time he gains value, like we just saw, right? Like the Stalkers blinked back, they couldn't really do much when those landed, so a bunch of units were lost. But the overall army strength is much higher for Creator. I feel like he needs to let a wave of Locusts do whatever and counterattack instantly.
Okay, another fight over here in the middle. Here come the Locusts once more. You know, he's got to be careful with these sentries here. These are really good targets for the Locusts to try to come in on.
Okay, so I think this is it. I think you go right now and you push really, really hard.
He wants to push in between the window in which the Swarm Hosts have Locusts or don't.
But he's going up such a small ramp that the Biles are just forcing him back. This is really well planned out from Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue is playing the comeback of a lifetime right now.
And that little attack in actually forces Creator to turn around. But turns around once again. It's going to be going. A lot of Biles being thrown out. Creator does not care about them. He's got 5 Colossi here. Immortals, Archons to boot. Here we go. The Swarmos come out once again and will kill off some key units, but Creator's got more where that came from.
Okay, another attack in here. Creator has a really healthy arc here. Again, if the army falls for Rogue here, Creator is just going to topple the space. This hatchery is at about 10% hit points. And he's leading with the Colossi very nicely. He knows he can kite this. The Roaches don't have, you know, big attack range. Oh my god, there is so many Stalkers and Archons now. Yeah. He blinks forward. No Locusts just yet. This hatchery is going to fall.
Throws out those Locusts. Now it's time for Creator to run away from this. All right, he forces a lot of the Locusts to land, backs up, blinks away. Kiting now against these Ravagers. The Ravagers coming up trying to get their damage done. But they're tanking for themselves for half of that battle.
He's got it. He's going to keep moving in here. Again, he's going to abandon this hatchery. Does Creator go for the hatch, or does he try to go for the army here?
Well, he can do both at this point, I think. He blinks forward onto the army. He is going for the throat. The Raptor is reduced to just 4.
He's continuing to push in. The spine falls. He just does it. GG! Yeah.
Now, there is a Stargate. Just because that's popular doesn't mean that's what he'll do. You know, there is a certain level of mind games there where maybe you make it look like that, but it's something else completely that will counter what your opponent, you think your opponent will do to counter you.
Yeah, one of the strong things about Stargate in general is it doesn't really tell you much. Like we see one Void Ray making. This could certainly be that style you were talking about, but you could actually hide something behind the Void Ray as well.
Yeah.
You know, the Void Ray can clean up lings, it can also drive away all the Overlords, and it basically creates an intel blackout for the Zerg. So the Void Ray is going to come out again, start to just clean up these Overlords like we were talking about earlier. And with that second Stargate,
yep, there it is.
He's going to go into this turtle style. So this should be a slow game. We should point out as well, Rogue could Nidus this.
Yep.
We have seen Protosses lose to Nidus, and obviously Rogue today has shown us he's capable of doing that.
Well, that's championship Rogue right there. He hasn't ever won a championship without using Nidus at least a little bit. Layers done, Rogue. Show us. What's the plan? Ooh, good catch, good catch.
Yep, big miscontrol. I think it does not get away. Never mind. Obviously, if the whole early game is to accumulate Void Rays, it's bad to lose one. But it's not the end of the world. He's still got his core set of Void Rays.
In fact, he's making a third Stargate, so like you're gonna have plenty of air units. Now here comes in the Speed Overseer. So that's like too fast to stop, and he sees the third Stargate. So I guess this is the big moment where you try to figure out, like, as Rogue, you know what he's going for at this point. He drones massively. I like it. But where does he go from here? He's got to choose a tech. Melee, okay. It doesn't tell us too much. Spire. And there you have it. So this should turn into Mass Corruptor. Now there are 8 Queens and some Dropper Lords coming.
Yeah.
A lot of Lings are out on the map. But
so this is a timing from Rogue.
Is he able to actually do anything with this?
I don't know. Where the
you said
Drop
10
Overlords?
Queens.
Oh, are they in the middle? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. So
maybe he drops them over here and makes creep or something? Is he
I
just
think
going to
so.
drop them into a base? I don't... Like, if there's a shield battery, this is going to go wrong very quickly.
Is there a shield battery, though?
Oh, I think there's not. There is not a shield battery here. And now you start dropping creep, and suddenly you have a million transfuses. No shield battery. This was a strong move.
This is brilliant. I don't know if the creator can actually hold this.
Well, let's see. He hasn't lost probes yet. The Void Rays are fighting. Don't forget, he skipped Disruptor here for a quicker third Stargate. Pulling Void Rays back as best he can. It looks like he's just going to straight up hold it.
Yeah, and actually, this is going to put Rogue in dire straits.
Yeah, that didn't turn out to be...
Hold up, 18 mutas.
Oh my god.
Not Corruptors.
Yeah. Okay, well, you reduce the Void Ray count quite a bit. Maybe the Muta's just flying and overwhelm?
Yeah, can the Mutas overpower him? Kind of like a 1-2 punch. The Queen start it, the Mutas finish it. We have another Phoenix coming out.
Okay. The Phoenix is flying over for a scout. Is he actually going to see any mutas popping?
He should.
Okay, he sees a muta. That's
all
huge.
you need to know is that if you see one, there's many.
Yes.
It's like roaches or rats.
He needs a lot of shield batteries right now. Okay, he's getting that Phoenix range.
Cannons are being made, but not before the mutas can come in here.
A lot of damage being dealt right now.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know if Creator can survive this.
Well, if he does, he's going to have a pretty hard counter to what's going on. I think that Nexus is looking not too hot right now with the roaches on it. Losing some probes as well. A lot of probes are falling, unfortunately. Phoenix range is going to finish pretty quickly here.
Yeah, Phoenix range is going to make it so the mutas can't, as long as the Phoenixes are controlled correctly, the mutas can't really engage with them.
Even without it, his micro is really on point.
Yeah.
There we go. It finishes up.
Oh, and he's fighting back.
This is a big moment right now. He does have that +1 attack. A great turn there from Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue really good at at this maneuvering here. The Phoenixes continue to pursue. The Queens will be able to drive back the Phoenixes for now, but how useful can these mutas be from here on out?
Well, if he actually... Oh, he was bringing the Voids, but he turned them around. Okay, because I thought he was going to bring those and really go for an all-out attack, but now we have Corruptors joining the fray as well. These armies are getting pretty crazy.
Yeah, this game's getting pretty wild. Creator doing a great job of catching up in supply. 3 Phoenixes coming out at a time. Corruptors are going to be thrown into the mix. I think to try to strong-arm the air fight.
Well, with +2 attack, a bunch of Voids and Phoenixes against Corruptor Muta? Let's see. He's targeting down the Void Rays as quickly as is possible. The ground army coming up and fighting underneath. The Muta's starting to get shredded here. Picking up some Queens. Can Creator do it?
This is so crazy. He's going to win this fight, and I think Rogue's going to lose control of this base up here. And that's going to really squeeze him. Now it's going to be 3 base. It's 3 base versus 5 right now. If Rogue can win this fight, he's going to keep that 5th base. It looks like he's barely going to win this fight.
Well, he's going to kill all the Void Rays. There's a lot of Phoenixes. There's 14 Phoenixes on the map right now. So there's a possibility he kills every Corruptor and then can do some more damage as well, whether it's lifts on drones, possibly picking off Queens, going after Overlords. I mean, he definitely has air dominance at the moment, but his entire army is 15 Phoenixes.
Yeah, that's all he has. It's looking pretty rough right now for Creator. The Phoenixes are going to try to move around, but it seems like Rogue is barely held on here. He can just keep trying to go for Overlords, anything else. Dude, I don't see enough cannons. I think Rogue's going to win this game.
He might. Look at this. The Roach is blocking the entrance of these Zealots. This is so rough. Phoenixes do terrible against Lynx, but the Phoenixes are doing a ton of damage across the map right now. Like, can he stabilize this and have the Phoenixes do enough for him?
I mean, right now, Rogue has 75 workers. Creator only has 46. I don't think he can do it. I think it's so much damage that's been dealt here. And again, a Creator trying the best he can to take a 4th base. But I think, you know, when you have Phoenixes alone and you don't have any kind of ground support, there's not a lot you have to work with. And I think you could see Creator here processing the situation.
Yeah, he definitely is. You can see it on his face. He's broken apart. This guy has brought himself to such a high level at this point, but he knows that at this point, there's not going to be much of a chance. He's taken so much damage. Flying back across the map with his Phoenixes. The counterattack comes in, has to cancel. He just doesn't have a ground army that can deal with this.
I mean, this is brutal. That Creep Tumor's still in the base. Creep on the Nexus now. And looking at the cam of Creator here, I feel like we're just seeing him process the game. I don't see a way out of here. The issue right now for Creator is that 4th base is going to be a very desirable target, right? And the game's gone on, we're what, a little bit past 13 minutes here. You're going to start to get close to mining out with what you have. And the supply right now, it's 130 to 173. Basically, Rogue's going to max out, and I think we're going to see the killing blow.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. This is getting very scary. He's just pushing forward, bringing spores, queens, pushing that creep. He's got just a huge anti-air army right now. And he's coming for him.
Nice harpooning there.
With every move Rogue makes, he comes closer and closer being a 4-time GSL Code S champion. Creator still having a hard time with this. Parasitic Bomb comes down. He's trying to split a little bit there, taking huge amounts of damage.
So for now, we wait. We see if Creator can basically hold through with the 4 bases. But the attack from Rogue is imminent now.
Fungal lands as well. Creator trying so hard this game, so hard in this series. You know that he just tried his heart out.
Yeah.
Showing it now on his sleeve.
Absolutely. And I think there's just no way to recover. I mean, the creep's going to come in here. He has to back up. He's going to have to give up this base. And again, I mean, with limited resources and what you have, that's going to be it. GG! Rogue has done it. A 4-time GSL Code